this call. I'm hoping to honestly spend most of the time like just sorting out any pieces from Give Power, any like questions or parts that are like unfinished, and maybe taking a look at the design prototype that Mo put together. Other than that, yeah, everything else is on the agenda. I also want to, there's some multi-sig transactions, so I just want to, for extending the Give farm, so I want to either rally everyone to sign it or like wait to sign it. Anyway, I will pass it to Sam.
Hello everyone. Well, I am here also for Give Power. I feel a little bit overwhelmed, and I hope that, and I like to share with you which is the state of it, and I really hope that Amin can save us here, because I am a little bit like, I don't know how to continue with it. I think that he is right now leading, which is the development of Give Power as it is right now. So we can see how we advance from here. I will pass it to Amin.
Hello everyone. Yep, I like to have progress this week on the Give Power smart contract, and during this call, or I and Sam, we have a hack session after this, so we can have progress on this. And yeah, about Lauren, extending a Give farm is a topic. We need to create multiple transactions, multi-sig transactions. So we should be prepared for this. I have not done anything about multisig, almost. Yeah, I pass it to Cherik.
Thank you, Amin. Hello guys, GM. Good evening. My intention is to talk about Give Power and know how can I help. And I'm not distracted. I pass it to Mitch.
Hey there. Here to listen to Amin and Sam debate over smart contracts. Just kidding. Here to get the updates for the GIVeconomy, maybe broach some of the development parts that are moving forward for the NICE token. And that's it basically. I'll try and guess. Let's pass it to Sam.
I already went. I pass it to Mo.
Hello, everybody. Happy to see you again. My intention for this call is just to stay in the loop and see how can I help. I'm also interested to the same hearing that Mish did. Listen to Sam and Amin about the smart contract and the flow. I pass it on to Jake.
I'm feeling absolutely wonderful. I'm actually working on my first kind of Giveth project since I started, so feeling pretty happy about that. Intentions, just really to listen in on GIVeconomy. Distractions, 0. I will pass it to Mohammed.
Thank you. Hey everyone, I'm here to sync up with you guys, and my intention is to stay in the loop, and maybe Mitch talking about the NICE token. It would be interesting for me. And my distraction is I have to pack my stuff after this meeting to come back to Tehran. So this is my distraction. I pass it to Cherik.
Sure, I already went, but I'll take it. Man, I just love seeing that all you guys are hanging out in the same house. That's a distraction for me. I love that so much. Also distracted by the fact that Monique's coming to Barcelona, so that's great news too. But as far as this call, I'm looking at Give Power, of course. Everyone loves the Amin and Sam debates. Sometimes I get in there too. I just want to say, third-party candidate over here. And yeah, and the multi-sigs, I'd really like to understand what the multi-sig transactions do. I will pass it to Jess. Jesse.
Giant Ken is last. Giant Ken, we're doing how you're feeling, intentions, and distractions.
Yeah, I'm feeling great actually. Intent to catch up and see what's going on, and distractions. I just got breakfast, so I'll be eating. And since I'm last, I can pass it back to you.
Great. Awesome. Okay, cool. Thanks everybody for the check-ins. Give power. I just want to check in with you, Sam. Are you able to meet in the hour after this hour to kind of like hash through some of the contract stuff? Because if not, maybe we can spend time now.
Not after this hour. I have two other meetings. Well, actually, I have a meeting with Mitch after this hour.
Oh.
Maybe if we change it, Mitch.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm more flexible. It's fine.
Okay, let's do that. Let's
Yeah.
do that after this hour.
Okay.
Okay, great. So then we can spend like the majority of the give power debating time in that call. But yeah, maybe just like for everybody's updates, we could do like a quick check-in on the state of things, Sam?
Yeah. Well, basically, we had a call the last Monday, and there were two main topics. One is how we should deal with the unlocks, and we just discussed that the way that we will deal with unlocks is the way that we already were dealing with them, which is having a service that is going to go through all the subgraph. It is going to seek for the unlockable accounts and it will unlock them. It has some problems, but at the same time, it's the best option we have right now. We still need it will take more work. That we discussed that it is more like a backend work, and it still has to be done basically. The other thing that we discussed is how to deal with the contracts. Right now it is separated in two different contracts. We discussed that. Okay, yeah, let's join it together in just one on one contract that has different parts. One inherits from the other, and it will be just one contract that will have a token interface, so you will be able to check which is your balance and which is the total supply of Git power. It is going to be the token that is going to be used as the unipool, and also it is going to be the contract that you unlock or lock the tokens. I think that this is the the sum up of everything.
Awesome.
The state of it is that we are right now in this process. I mean, did wonderful tests on the current state. We still have to put it in one contract that I was working on it like on Monday, but I could not finish it. So I was wondering if we could do it together. I mean, because it keeps failing me all the time. It is getting ugly.
Do you hear me? Sam wants your help.
Yeah, I've sent you a file. Did you use that to run a test?
No, it is, yeah, I have it. The problem is another one. I mean, I don't know. It is other dependencies. It is it. I don't know. From my side, I need or more time or help looking what is going on.
Yeah, I think I have a suggestion. Let's define task. I will implement and implement something the required features or apply any change, create PR, and you will review it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you can find time if we go in this way. So
Yeah.
as before,
Yeah.
let's define task one by one and just define task for me to implement.
Yeah. Actually, the changes are not that much. It is just reverting some of the changes, so it will be fine. If you do it, I think that it won't take you a lot of time, and I can also review.
What did you say? I didn't get it.
I think that if you go through the changes, it won't take you a lot of time because you already have it working. I still have, because the problem I have is that it is not working for me. So,
Yeah.
but the code is cool. I just think that some of the changes needs to be reverted in order to have again one single contract, and the rest of the things are cool. Maybe we can check out that anything is going wrong, but I think that it is almost done if you just revert some of the changes. So if you do it, I think that we will advance way more because you already have it working in your computer.
Okay, so regarding change on reverting, you mean having single contract instead of calling unipool from the give power?
Yes.
And actually merging, and the parameters be hard coded.
Yes.
The additional parameters all be hard coded. So for every new config, we need to deploy the new one, and it's not the standard, as you know better than me, but it's doable for our case.
Yeah.
So yeah,
because
okay.
This is one of the other problems that we had. That because we require new parameters. I am explaining for everyone. Because we require new parameters, the contract that we are going to use is already initialized. So we cannot add the new parameters in the initialization. It's already created. So or we create a new function that reinitializes the contract, which probably is not the best option, or we just hard code them and that's it. The other way around could be, we have to check that as well. I mean, because if you hard code them, they should be stored in the store, in the contract store. But when you upgrade, maybe it doesn't get there. I don't know if there is a kind of hook that you can you can run when you upgrade, because maybe it gets initialized to 0. We have to check this for sure.
What are these parameters?
The parameters are they are not so much. It is like how much one round, which is the duration of one round. Maybe it doesn't even need to be public, so it doesn't even need to be stored anywhere. It was something else. Let me check which are them, because I think that it's an important question.
Does Solidity support constants? It's a technical thing, and I
Yes,
don't know whether.
I think if we set them as constants, then there is absolutely no problem with the upgrade. One of the important ones for me is the initial date, which is okay when round one is.
Oh, that's easy though, because like, oh yeah, I mean, the round duration is easier than the initialization date to hard code.
And yeah, I think that the only two that were added is the initial date and the round duration. Round duration is 14 days. Initial date can be whenever we want that we create the contract.
Yeah.
And both can be set as constants. And that's it. That's it.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Okay, are there any other like issues or updates that we should cover in this call with everyone, or because we can hash through finer details in the next hour?
If there is any other question in regards of it, I think that during the last meetings we did not advance so much in changes. Like there have been not much changes. It has been always going through the same things because we were like or having problems implementing them, or I think that there is not a lot of updates that everyone should know in regards of that, because we are not changing anything right now. It is just we are struggling doing what we have to do. We are not advancing and adding new features, and so we can explain them.
Okay.
I will say that the project, the specification is already closed.
Okay.
And we right now just have to go through it.
Okay. Sounds good. And yeah, so with regards to like building the service that like combs the subgraph data to check the accounts that need to be unlocked, is that something that Amin is going to build? Amin, is that something you're going to build?
Yeah, as Sam discussed, I would create PRs, and Sam will review all the PRs. Of course, we need lots of tests. We have just single test to work, but we need to add more and more when we have created the first working version. And Sam, and also Paula can help regarding that. Anyone who yeah.
I think that I think that the second part is not that it's not to be. I will differentiate between the smart contract and the backend. The smart contract, we have to do it very well from the beginning, because otherwise we have to upgrade and it's a mess. This other service, it's also important that we have it on place, but it's way easier to upgrade, and if it messes up with something, it actually cannot mess up with anything, because the only thing that can mess it up is by not working. If it doesn't work, because I don't know, there are some logs that it doesn't do, we can do them manually. So the risk of the backend not working is very low in relation of having a misfunction in the contract. We have to make sure that the contract is always going to work and always going to throw an error if somebody is trying to do something that they shouldn't. And the backend, including the subgraph, is something that is more like as a helper for the contract that is useful, and it has to work, obviously, but we should be focusing on the contract first, and even prepare to do some of the unlocks manually if we see that the subgraph is not working at the beginning. The idea is that we should have it very easy to see which are the unlockable accounts based on the events of the smart contract, and even do a script if we don't want to do a subgraph. What I want to say is that the most important thing to focus is on the contract.
Yeah.
And when we require people to unlock, then we can focus on this. But we could even release it without having the subgraph or the script.
Okay.
Because anyone could be able to unlock somebody else's tokens if they should be unlocked. That's the point. Obviously, let's do that again. Let's do that. The most important thing to focus is on the contract.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Are there any other parts of Give Power contracts that we need to discuss for everybody?
No, just still I don't know how we can automatically unlock tokens, unlockable tokens, because based on my knowledge, any change to the smart contract to the blockchain should to be triggered by a transaction. And again, I think someone from outside should, as a cron job, held a smart contract or unlock token. It's not the matter. It's not the agenda for this topic. Maybe we can talk it discuss it later. But
No,
if we have time.
It's easy to explain. We will have a service that is going to watch the events. So it could be a subgraph, or it can be just a script that is using ethers. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we have it. Yeah, go ahead.
It is going to look for the events. So basically, it is going to read, okay, Amin locked 1,000 tokens for three rounds, and these 3 rounds has passed? No, not yet. Okay, so I cannot do anything. Let's pass. And the next week, okay, I have still these Amin's tokens here. Those three rounds passed? Oh yes, it has passed. Has them been unlocked? Not yet. Okay, this is my time to unlock them. So basically, it is going to be a script that is going to seek for unlockable tokens this way, based on the events, and then it is going to create transactions in order to unlock the tokens.
Yeah, it is the same way that we wanted to do it, but about the other way around. That was the discussion that we had, and you said.
Yeah, there are many. There were 2 other options that I think that they are kind of discarded based on the Monday's meeting, because one is taking more time. It is taking more stuff to add in the contract, and the other one that would be not unlock at all, it is something that is not part of the design.
Hey guys, can we move this conversation to the next hour? Because I feel like it's really
Yes.
just between you and Amin, and we have a few other things to cover. Cool. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, cool. I was hoping that hey, I wanted to check in also on the status of the design prototype. Mo, I think you were making some more changes to it, right, since the last time? I opened it here, but it already looks different.
Hey, sorry. No, actually, I didn't change the prototype. Marco shared some comments, but I was thinking that maybe we can just update the design incrementally, and I think it's good to go now. We just need to make sure that the copy is right, and later we can add some additional thing like the infographic that Marco mentioned or something else. But the design, I think it's good. I think the only thing that we need to take care of is the copy, and later we can add more stuff. But I didn't change the prototype from the last time.
Okay.
Sorry, according to this, can I ask a question? Do we have a kind of, copywriter in Giveth that we can assign this kind of task to him, to her?
I mean, it's me in this case, I think.
Yeah, always I assign it to you or Mish or ask for Nicola. But, it's a very professional role, I think, because, all of the literature on the every part of the dev should be, with the it's aligned with our, brand and or maybe or UX. And okay, I think it's also the topic.
Yeah. I think, I mean, for Give Power stuff, for copywriting, you should just assign me because I'm not sure that it's like there's a lot of moving parts constantly and we haven't got the comms down yet. So then, like, if you assigned it to somebody else, it would just be me having to explain to them about it. So,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, well, cool. I think the prototype is looking pretty good. I'll like go through it and make a few more comments, if anything. But yeah, all right. So I think that's fine for Give Power for now because we'll have the call in the next hour to talk a little more detail about the contracts. Are there any other things on Give Power before we move on? Okay, cool. So Region Farms called ETH. I just wanted to just say that went really well. It launched. There seems to be no problems, and yeah, Region Farms for called ETH is doing really well, and so I think that there's really nothing we have to do except still transfer the ownership to somebody from their side, which I'm trying to kind of get Chris's feedback on. So we'll see on that. And other than that, I think it's just nothing we really have to do until the rewards went out, and then maybe they'll want to extend it. So for the Give Farm extension, Amin, you are frozen. Can you hear me? Damn. Amin had sent me some multi-sig. There's some multi-sig transactions for starting the Give XDAI pool for extending the Give Farm. And I just wanted to... Damn. I wanted to Amin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. What happened?
Yeah, I'm wondering about extending the Give Farm. So you sent me the multi-sig transactions. There were some on Gnosis chain that we needed to sign to create the Give XDAI farm, right? Can you just give us a lowdown of what those transactions are, and then we can cat herd to get people to sign them?
Yeah, we will have the new GIVeConomy and Gnosis chain, right? A new farm. We have not had it. it will be our next in the next round of farming. We will add it to the Gnosis chain farms. So that I have deployed the new Unipool, and two things you should do regarding that. First, granting the distributor role to that, and the second is giving it some balance to pay reward. The first transaction enables it to distribute reward. Say, okay, pay that reward to that person, icon. And the second one, add some balance to it. Add some amount to its balance, so it can distribute it. It has every distributor has a limit. We should add it, but I have forgotten to increase the balance of two other farms. 100 Give and Giveth farms need to be need some grow in the number in the balance to pay reward. That's the point. Also, we should create another 3 transaction on the mainnet for adding the balance of the again for the other that 3 farms that we have on the mainnet to increase their balance to pay reward for the next round. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're going to create one more multi-sig transaction to increase the balance
5.
on the other 2
5.
pools.
2 on XDAI and 3 on mainnet. 5.
Okay.
And just to be clear, it's not like a balance of give tokens. It's more like the distributor has the ability to send out this many give tokens from the token distro. Just so you guys understand, it's like each Unipool only was given enough token, like enough permissions to send out so much money, and now since we're extending it, we're extending their permissions.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So these 2 transactions need signers then. Ignore this first one. This contract interaction, don't do that one. Don't sign this one. But
okay.
Number
9. We cannot sign that. As I know, we cannot execute 9 and 10 before 7 and 8. So I will overwrite 7 and 8. Okay.
Actually, I think we can also just get people to sign 8. It's the one that Mitch created to change the ownership from Hannah to Frashelle. So we just do it too.
Okay, so I will overwrite 7 and create a new one which will obtain nonce 11, right? Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
So I will overwrite 7, okay, and create a new one at the end, right?
Okay.
That's so cool. Frashelle's joining the multi-sig. That's fun.
Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, if you're which multi-sig is this even? How do I even know?
Well, normally they have labels, but that would be the main multi-sig.
The main multi-sig. So if you're a signer on the main multi-sig on Gnosis chain.
Yeah, that's the main multi-sig because it's the admin of the contracts.
Right.
Yeah.
Please sign 8, 9, and 10. I put the link in the notes here, multi-transaction. So 9, 8, 9, and 10. Cool. That means you, Mitch, Griff, Monique, Mohammed. I don't know if Tarek is on there, maybe.
Sure, I will sign it.
8, 9, and 10. Forget about 7.
I signed it yesterday, I think.
I think this is different. There was something else yesterday. Okay, cool. Nice. And then let us know when the other transactions are ready on the mainnet one and the extra ones on.
Yeah.
On Great.
Okay, I will.
And when are these rewards supposed to start? In a week, right?
In 9 days, from 9 or 8 days from.
Start. So that's like June 23rd, or yeah, June 23rd to 24th. Are there any other things that we need to do before then? We need to also send gift tokens, right?
What do you mean send gift tokens?
No,
To
we
her?
don't. We don't need to send give tokens. They're all sitting in the distro.
Okay.
I mean, I guess
Cool.
we. I mean, maybe we should send give tokens from the liquidity multisig just for honest accounting. But we just send it to the distro. It wouldn't block. Everything would work, but for honest accounting, we should probably send give tokens from the liquidity multisig to the distro.
Okay. Does that make sense to me?
Yeah, I should check the balance again, but I should look again to where we sent the first tokens after we mint them. But to tell for sure, to tell 100% sure.
Yeah.
Definitely check. I'm pretty sure that we just send it to the proxy for the token distro though. And I guess on both chains.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. And then for any comms around this, we should like tell people, like, right? This is exciting. We extended the gift farm. New rewards will be flowing until 2 more months. Right?
Definitely. And the Give XDI pool is brand new.
When should I announce that?
On the day it happens.
Okay.
Well, are we gonna have a countdown for the Give XDI pool?
What do you think, Amin? I think that would be great. Can we?
Sorry, what?
Can we make a countdown for the GiveXDI pool? So like it shows up like now, and then it's like you have 7 days to stake.
I think so. Yeah, we can.
Okay.
I'm 99% sure we can.
Can you look into it?
Yeah, for sure.
We'll try to implement countdown, and we could start it like, I mean, if you could put it up today or tomorrow, then we have like a week of countdown. It's pretty cool.
Sure.
Great. Nice. I think that's everything. Am I missing anything that are like housekeeping items for extending the gift farm?
Yeah, I think we have covered all.
Nice. Okay. Check in on regen farms. Katavi, do you want to give us updates?
Yeah, sure. Right, so basically right now most of the leads have not been a fit. There are a couple that seem to be potentially interested. One of them is Opolis, and we talked with them yesterday. It's not short term though. Saying that UEI, that's still like 2 months to kind of like touch base again. We'll probably meet at ETH Barcelona and talk a bit more about it in person with Joshua. And there is ongoing communication with Ant. I probably will going to meet with Anthony next week, but there's not been so much like, yeah, I don't think that they will be convinced like also in a short term Ant itself, but they are interested to talk about maybe a partnership for the DAOs that they're spinning up, which could be nice because actually those are really good fits for region farms. They might be. And I have there are two other leads. One feels like maybe they are not so much of a region economy, but we'll see. And another one so far not responding so much, resource, but I think that is a good fit. So we'll see if they get more responsive on the next days.
Cool. Sounds good. Thank you for the updates and for pushing on those.
Sure.
Nice token. Mitch, you said you had some things you wanted to cover here.
Well, yeah, I think we're moving from the research to parts of it we can start developing. So I thought it might be more relevant for this call. So a few things that we kind of agreed on was the distribution and like the let's see if I can bring up the post here. The distribution, the way that we're going to let users know, and so we can move forward with basically making the APIs so that we can get the information similar to how we do it with givebacks. So I made an issue already for Mohammed. He knows about it. He says it's feasible. I've talked to Mo and Matteo for creating modals or like user notifications to let them know that it exists and how they can get it. So there's no issues for that yet. I just kind of broached it. Mo and I have been going back and forth in DMs. And what else can we move forward on? I have the issue here, 624. POAP designs, homepage banner designs, token image, UI notifications, and then the other part will be making the modifications to the NRGive DAO to mint and distribute nice tokens.
Cool. And you created an epic and made all these as issues, right?
Well, ChadFi owns the issue, but I have everything written down. I just need the issue to be converted to an epic, and then I can start filling it out.
You can do that yourself. You just go to like epics, and then under the add to epics thing, there's a convert to epic button. It's like
In ZenHub.
I know in GitHub, but in ZenHub, GitHub, when you're looking at the issue, I can show you.
I think if it has effects on the V2 or the impact graph, we have to have their issues in their own repo and have an epic in somewhere else and assign it to them.
Yeah, that's fine. Like you can see the one I made in the give back calculation. So we can always just move the issues or whatever.
You can transfer into each repo, but after the transfer.
Oh, Lauren just did
after
it.
You get transfer, the integration failed, and we have to reassign it again to the epic. But you can send me, and I can sort it out.
Anyway, so those are just the things. I'll figure out like the issues and putting them in the right repos. It's not a big deal. And then I guess while Monique is here and Lauren, there was the one issue of like creating the Twitter promotion posts or like how do we make it relevant for users or something like that. And there was an idea I had to add an optional field to user profiles for Twitter or GitHub handles. So if they wanted to, they could put it in there. When you make the post, then we have a way to link people's Twitter profiles to their donation, to the nice tokens they receive. Maybe there's a future feature to verify it or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. You know, right now we're doing integration, kind of open authentication with socials, and we get a little bit blocked by that Twitter issue that I was mentioning to you, Lauren, in the dev call. Yeah, we're looking for the key to make the integration. And I think we started on the verification process. So in a step of the verification process, there is a kind of information for the social profile information of the subscriber. So we can easily move it there to the My Account site because, you know, just having input might cause lots of problems because I can copy paste your social, your Twitter account into my profile and submit it without any verification. So the only way that we have to follow it up is the open authentication. So we're on it, and I think if you can remove our blocker there, we can also integrate the Twitter, and after that we'll move it to the My Account site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So okay, that's cool. That's useful. I think that will make it more relevant if we decide to use Twitter to promote it. If you can actually like link it to a Twitter handle. I'm not an expert, but I thought that was a solution.
The UX is that you can see a kind of icon there. You click on it, you get redirected to the Twitter. The Twitter asks that you want to give your information to Giveth, and you said yes, and you get redirected back to Giveth, and you follow it up.
Okay, all right. Is that something that you think is going to be like a while from now, or like short term?
Right now for verification, we need it because in the verification form, it's only asked to put their social, and there is no, you know, all the verification could be manual. So we want to make it automatic right now. So it's needed and it's a must. So after we have it implemented, we can move it everywhere.
Okay. Anyway, so that's pretty much what can be worked on, and then the rest that needs to be debated will be the token utility and how we'll use the funds. But I don't think that's relevant for this call. But if you have ideas, drop it in the forum post, please.
Sorry, you know, the only thing that I want to mention is that I think it better send it also to the Marco to check it because he has an oversight over the whole UX of the dApp, and his ideas is useful. Sorry.
Of what?
You know, these nice tokens flows because it has some side effects in the flow of the donation, etc.
Okay. Well, Mo is working on it right now, so I hope I'll leave it to design.
Yeah, we can.
I'm sorry. I'm actually trying to keep it to the. I mean, trying to do the simplest thing and not adding so much work for the development. I'll let you know when it's done. I'm working on it with Cosini now. I'll let you know. But I think it should be done by tonight.
Cool. Yeah. The main goal is that I don't want to steal resources from developers. Sorry. Mo, your mic is echoing me. Thank you. So the easiest, the highest visibility, not a big burden on developers so that you can keep moving forward with Give Power. And then we can like have this just like really easily implemented without too much headaches. Okay. That's what I got, Lauren.
Great. That's awesome. Mitch, thank you for breaking that all down to actionable items. Cool. I don't think there's anything I need to take on except I'll keep arguing with you in the forum. That's all I have for this call's agenda. Is there anything else that is missing, needs to be talked about, give economy development?
I had a message from Grief suggesting that Fabio has some suggestion on making our subgraph much better. I created the Epic. I will send you the link with overhaul of the, or GraphQL. And I split it into two issues, one from backend and one from frontend. And I asked Fabio to make it more clear. Also, Amin asked him, I don't know, do we have regular meetings, Fabio, to finish this issue? I really want to start that.
Yeah, I think that's what he was doing. I think Amin was communicating with him. Where Fabio was at with overhaul of the subgraph.
Yeah, I think that we could split it out and assign it to other devs to get reviewed, and it's going to be more shared knowledge in the team. However, I sent him I mentioned him in the issue that he can split it out, and we have it in the workflow.
Could you?
So just
not,
for
not overall of GraphQL, it's subgraph, Lauren.
subgraph. Sorry.
Yeah. He said that we can improve it. Yeah, he's right. Currently extending that is it's very hard and takes much time. If we can refactor it, because we first make it in Rush, so we can use features that make the extending and adding farm will make the adding farms and region streams easier. So yeah, I welcome that change. And if Fabio has bandwidth, it's a good place to spend time and his resource on it.
Yeah. Do you want to send me the Epic, Monique, and I can follow up with Fabio on Telegram? He's better to reach on Telegram. I don't really think he sees so much the GitHub tags or the Discord messages, but Telegram is more easy.
Noted. Okay. I will send you right now, and I wish you an awesome Telegram. Thank you. So we can have it in Oracle, or we can have it in GiveEconomy, because I think that subgraph is more important to the GiveEconomy services than the dev.
Sure. I think so too, but maybe it makes sense to have the rest of the dev team in the loop on it. I feel like the stuff we talk about this call is still more like contracts and slightly more ethereal, and then the other dev call is more like this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Cool. I think we can end 5 minutes early then. Can take a little break and then hang out with you, Sam and Amin, here in a bit. Thanks everybody for joining.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Lauren.